about that. Something went wrong with the stream, so here I am again. Hopefully it works this time. Oh, I don't know. But here it is, because I deleted the last one. This is the homemade studio, where I've been working on Vengeance Zerone, the new upcoming series. And hopefully this works out this time. No interruptions. What happened? Something went wrong with the stream that I had to restart it. So yeah. Hey Zach, hey Carmelo, welcome back. Hey Junebug, what's up? Welcome. Got your original candle back. What's that mean? Hey Andrew, I hope Rise doesn't show up again because I will use my powers to block him, yeah. Do you auto correct channel? What does that mean? I'm sorry, Junebug, I'm not really understanding. You're gonna have to type it out, man, because it looks like autocorrect is really messing with you. Yeah, thank you, autocorrect, for real, though. Yeah, I could tell your autocorrect really loves you. It happens, man. Hey, Mr. Immortal, what's up? How's it going? You hate autocorrect? Yeah. You don't know what's the autocorrect? It's super annoying. The funny thing is about autocorrect for me is, you know, when I want something corrected, it doesn't. Like, you know, like when I misspell something, for example, it's like, you know what this word is. And then when I type something like real simple, like I type the word the, and then it, for example, it would correct it into something like so complex, like a word that like I never use, you know? Hey Zach, what happened? Something happened with the stream earlier, so I had to restart. But hopefully there will be no interruptions this time. Get a haircut, please. Get out of office, please. One of my funniest autocorrect is, it's gonna require some explanation. So here it goes. Oh boy. All right. I've recently been getting into Death Angel. I found Frolic Through the Park on vinyl at Barnes and Noble. That's cool. Wow, I'm surprised they have Death Angel at Barnes and Noble. That's cool though. Get out of office, please, yeah. Oh, you timed him out. Hey, Brandon is here. Yeah. Yep. You agree? Wait, you agree with MJ? MJ's not even here. You think he's Rise as well? Who knows? I also got Persistence of Time on CD. That's cool. Yeah, I actually have two copies of Persistence of Time. I have one that's the original and one that's the anniversary edition. That comes with like 2 discs or something like that. One of them might be a live CD, actually. I'm not sure. I'll have to go back and look. Now I have all the classic Anthrax albums from 1984 to 1990. That's cool. You ever think about selling DVDs of your work and your films? I definitely would not sell them, probably. Because I don't, because, like, I just wonder if, like, there's something that was, maybe in the background of my films and stuff where I'm unable to sell them. But I would definitely consider making DVDs of my films and maybe doing a giveaway or something. I have thought about seeing about doing physical releases of my films, but yeah, I mean, of course, let me know if that's something that you guys would be interested in. But I'll have to see about that. I think I'll just have to look more into that, though. It probably costs money to do that, though. You want an epic collection? Yeah, maybe. Oh, so Zach, are you seeing Metallica on the lower level or upper level? I'm actually not sure. I'm actually not sure on that. I mean, I think upper. I think. Favorite Linkin Park song. My favorite Linkin Park song is Faint. My favorite is probably Breaking the Habit. But I have a few favorites. I also really like Numb and Somewhere I Belong. And if you couldn't tell, Meteora is my favorite Linkin Park album. Mr. Immortal, I recently tracks XL at the 40th anniversary CD. That's cool. Make DVDs and I want them all an epic collection. Yeah, maybe. I would imagine it would cost a lot of money though if I were to put every series of mine on disc. I think what I would do is just put all of the ones that are involved in the ZDCU. I have to really think about where the ZDCU starts. I think Lanzarone is where it starts. So Lanzarone, Genesis Zerone, Escape from Core Lector, Revival Zerone, Italian Sniper Rebirth. What was that, like 4 or 5 I mentioned? Yeah, so those are all the films in the ZDCU so far. So maybe I would just put those on physical. One way to get around it is use a cover from a cover band. As long as you don't have any music or anything like that. Yeah, no, my music is all made for me. In nature, you can sell them on Facebook Marketplace and other ways to get around. Okay, that's cool. Hey, you're back? Yeah. Something happened the last time, so I had to restart. The whole Meteora album is fantastic. I agree with that. But yeah, Hybrid Theory would definitely be a close second for me, though. And if I were to sell physical copies of my films, I probably wouldn't charge them very much either. Because how long are my films altogether? Like 20 to 30 minutes each, maybe? Yeah, maybe around like $5 to $10 or something then. I don't know. Not too pricey. Um, I will use my powers to alter Rise's Reba obsession. Yeah. Well, for instance, they play the Beach Boys song at the beginning. Oh, that's a cover song. Okay, that's interesting. I don't know if I've seen that one. That's cool, though. I don't hate One More Light as much as I used to, but it's still a weak album. I do agree with that. Um, you know, it's not that I necessarily hate the album nowadays. Um, the album is just kind of forgettable for me nowadays, though. Obviously, back when it came out, everyone was giving Linkin Park crap for it and everything. Um, Zach, I forgot to mention, I also bought Metallica and Justice for All on vinyl. That's cool. That's a great album. What were the best Linkin Park shows and what were the worst life shows of Linkin Park? I really don't know, Chris. You have DVDs. You're not missing much. That one is kind of creepy. Roger Moore at 57 years old playing Grandpa James Bond. Yeah. All right, good to know. Hopefully everyone... Oh, here we go. Oh, no. Oh, boy. Yeah, you did say that. You tested. No, that's good. Now you can go see Top Gun Maverick. Yeah, I keep hearing good things about that one. I might check it out soon. More of a studio lately. I've been looking at stepping back for making content, helping other YouTubers make films. Oh, you're in the right place. All right, Dr. Wire. Oh, God. Good one. Yeah, I think you mentioned your name was Ty. I gave you my film intro that you have permission to use in any of your films to send it to you through email. Kind of want to use. I kind of want to be a distributor. Oh, okay, that's cool. Man, we got the office in here. Yeah, right. They're in the wrong place. Ty, yeah. I don't watch. I don't even know who that is, Christian. He's abusing. Oh man. Well, that's rough. Who was he? A YouTuber or? I tell you no truth. Short for Tyler. There's too many Tylers in the world. So I went by. Yeah, there's went by Ty. Yeah, I hear you. Stage name Tyros is the stage part. Okay. Tons of Tylers, yeah. Okay, so that was a YouTuber. Yeah, great guy for sure. That's another story for another day. And that all depends on how much gets out of hand. Um, yeah, I don't know. There's not toilet door. Yeah. Are you still a vegan? Yes. I have been for like the past 5 years now. Um, it gets, yeah. But yeah, when it comes to what you call it, new music releases, there's not really much to be excited for. Because all the albums I'm looking forward to either come out in August or September. Like, there's nothing in October, November, or December that piques my interest. I'm sure 2023 will be a good year for music. I'm expecting new Breaking Benjamin for sure. Um, I think new Judas Priest is also a possibility as well. What else? Maybe a new Metallica album. I mean, we'll have to see about that one. Joanne Jett is working on a new album. I'm looking forward to that. That's cool. So you eat? So do you eat Impossible meat? What's that? Oh yeah, new Anthrax and Metallica. True. Yeah, I would bet we could get a new Anthrax album as well. Probably a new Overkill album as well. Do you have a? No, I don't have a favorite Linkin Park show. I've never seen them live or anything. It's a VME. It's supposed to be plant based. Uh, it depends. I'm kind of picky with that stuff. Yeah, it tastes. Yeah. Yeah, vegan pizza. Yeah. Possible meat. Yeah. Haircut is poo. Well, Your research or whatever is poo. How about that? You're on a seafood diet, huh? That wouldn't be a problem with me. I don't eat seafood. Very observant. Yeah. You bet it's Rise Above the Sorrow. Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me. It's meant to be a joke. Oh, you seafood. Yeah. I get you. But yeah, what else could come out in 2023? I've been thinking about that. Maybe a new In Flames album. I know that they've been working on one as well. I'm surprised we haven't really heard much about that yet. I mean, we got that one single. I mean, it could come out later this year, like October, November. I don't know. I'm not expecting it though. Um, oh, a new Dream Theater as well. I'm expecting a new album from them in 2023 as well, because I know that they're already working on a new one. Have you been having any other issues with You Know Who lately? Again, that's a topic for another time. But spoiler alert, yes. What up? Hey, what's up, Max Palmer? Welcome. Nick Mason's Pink Floyd. Never heard of it. But yeah, Josh, I'm not going to go into that too much, but obviously if he shows up, then yeah, it's game on, you know. Um as a band, play stuff that they were working on an album. Okay. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, that's fine, Joshua. You uploaded your first track review. Okay. What's it for? That's cool. You've been playing. Yeah, that's cool. I haven't played anything in a while. Got into a new band today. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, it's been a few months since I've gotten into any bands. I think the last one, I'll have to go back and look, but I'm pretty sure it's Soulfly. I got into them maybe around May or June, if I had to guess. Who's the opening act for Metallica when you go see them? I believe Greta Van Fleet is. Not really a fan of them, but they're not bad. You love Reba, she's so inspiring. Oh gosh. Oh, Trapped. Pff, yeah. Of course, Max, of course. Um, they're calling this band the next Van Halen. I kind of agree to an extent. Interesting. I'm hoping Metallica does another US tour next year. I hope they come to Texas. Oh, okay. Yeah, maybe. Maybe. Unlike Reba and Taylor Swift. Wow. Did you hear Pantera reunion is happening? I did hear that. I have mixed feelings about it, and I know a lot of people do. Hopefully, it's just for a tour, though. I will review better bands. Don't worry. Okay, I got you, Max. One rises. Yeah. Boy. The reason why Pantera broke up is because Phil did not get along. Yeah, I did hear that there were some kind of conflicts with Phil and some of the other guys in the band, I think. Like, I heard that, I think it was one of their later albums, where they had to record their parts, like, separately because of how much they didn't get along or something like that, so. Not gonna lie, Phil Anselmo definitely seems like an intimidating guy. He seems like the type of guy you wouldn't want to mess with, basically. Just based what I've seen on interviews and stuff like that, you know. He's basically what Ivan Moody wishes he was, I guess you could say. Like, he wished he gave off that similar tough presence that he does. I don't know. You're not even the biggest Pantera fan. I like the Terry Glaze stuff better. Interesting. Yeah, Pantera for me, I like them, but they're not one of my favorite bands or anything. Just imagine if there was a fake account named Reba making weird comments here. Yeah, don't give people any weird ideas, Scamp. That actually might happen. I don't know. How do you know these people, Rise? Fabio, yeah, Fabio, yeah, he's another one, man. He's another one that kind of gives off that strong presence as well. Although some people say I do sometimes, so. Eh. Do you own any Pantera albums? Yes. I own and Metal Magic, which I think is their first album. Probably my least favorite of all the ones I own. Pantera, I didn't think Pantera was that great of a band till they got to the 90s. That's just what I think. And I know a lot of people say the same thing. They weren't really that good until the 90s. Their 80s stuff is fine, but I mean, I do think it's not as bad as people make it out to be, but yeah, it's kind of glammy, you know? I mean, Pantera I do like, but what are the problems? Make the band overrated? Yeah, I agree with that. I mean, calling them overrated is fair. I do think that they are overrated. I mean, I'll be honest. I'm actually one of the few people that prefer Sepultura to Pantera. Not sure how popular that opinion is, but whatever. New Devil Wears Prada on September 16th. Yeah. Probably not going to check that one out, Scamp. I did not care for their last album at all. In fact, I disliked it very much. I remember in 2019, their last album came out in 2019, right? I remember I ranked that album as the worst album of that year, so. In my personal opinion, I think Devil Wears Prada should just call it a career now. Like, do they not realize that that it's not '09 anymore? Like who still listens to that type of music? I don't know. But of course, obviously, if you do like it, more power to you. I just personally don't understand. I released my debut album recently, and I'm currently working on my sophomore album. That's cool, Max. Sorry, Rise, you're out. Yeah. You. Oh, hey. Warfidale. You also prefer Sepultura? That's cool. I think it also doesn't help that Pantera also doesn't have as much albums as Sepultura does. Now, yeah, I know that some people say that Sepultura was only good from the beginning of Max Cavalera up to the end with him in the band, but I think the post Max Cavalera stuff is good as well. Um, Especially that one album. I think it came out in like 2006, 2007, around that time. It's called like Dante something. That's a pretty solid album. Kind of underrated too. Andrew Andrew Bebe is Thanos. And his snap only deleted Rise. Oh, I like that. I like that a lot, Scam. That's funny. It timed him out. And if he comes back again, I'll do it again. Depends on what he says. Yeah. You like a few Pantera songs, Walk being my first. Yeah, I think Walk was everyone's first. It was my first Pantera song. I mean, it's probably their biggest song as well, so it makes sense. Oh, stream is lagging. Yeah, I don't know what to say about that. Pantera is amazing, but their first few albums in the 80s are interesting, I must say. Decent. Yeah, I would say so. I'd say they're just decent. Not the most impressive things out there, but yeah. Uh, I even know that Pantera wanted to continue Firefill. They were looking to replace him. Okay, I I did not know that actually. Post Max stuff is better than most of Max solo stuff. Maybe. I really do like Soulfly though. If you want to count that as a Max Cavalera solo band. Vulgar Display of Power is my favorite Pantera album. It's also my favorite. Yeah, it's probably my favorite as well. I'm actually one of the very few people that prefer the Great Southern Trendkill to Far Beyond Driven. Believe it or not. Uh, I like Far Beyond Driven. I do think it's a good album, but it is kind of overrated. Not gonna lie. It would be interesting if Pantera released a new album regardless of the reception. Yeah, I mean, if Pantera decided to release a new album, like, with these new members that they're touring with, I mean, I would listen to it. It's not like I would be like, I'm not listening to that. I mean, obviously, I'd be curious about it. Is it a good idea? That's debatable. Sammy Hagar said his management asked him to be in Pantera. I don't know how I believe that. Yeah, that is really hard to believe. I mean, Sammy Hagar and Pantera. I mean, maybe if it was still the 80s when Pantera was, putting out glam metal, but yeah, I can't see it. Especially when you listen to their 90s stuff. Let's not forget all that stuff that happened with Selmo in 2016. What happened with Phil and Selmo in 2016? I'm kind of unaware. I mean, I think I have an idea, like was he like being like insensitive or whatever? Is that the way to put it? Have you listened to the other band Dimebag was in? Um, yeah, I've heard of Damage Plan. I haven't really listened to any of their music though. I mean, I might look them up. Isn't there a band called Down that has members of Pantera? I'm trying to think of a singer who could replace Phil. That would be good. Yeah. I mean, you can maybe say Max Cavalera would be a good replacement. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know. Spider-Man, why you look angry, bro? Do I really look angry? I don't know. Yeah. Spider-Man does whatever a spider can, yeah. It would be different, but he's certainly a good singer. Yeah, who knows? Either that or you need some sleep, my dude, yeah. Well, you're probably not wrong about the latter there. I prefer Sepultura, and I still don't even own a Sepultura album. You should definitely change that. I'm actually close to owning all their albums. There's only one Sepultura CD that I need now. I don't remember what it's called, but I think it came out in like 2011 or something like that. I know it came out around that time. I think that's the only one I'm missing actually. Oh yeah, Phil Anselmo is in Down. Okay. The act was a bit messy, although had a couple solid tracks. I'm hoping this one is better. Yeah. I mean, in my opinion, I don't. It really won't take much for them to put out a better album than The Act, which I think is hands down their worst album. So is this presidential stream or something like that? It's not supposed to be. I don't know. I'm not really sure what to say about it, Junebug. Unpopular opinion that Sammy Hagar is better than David Lee Roth. Yeah. That is kind of maybe unpopular. I don't know. But I think we can all agree that both David Lee Roth and Sammy Hagar are better than the one vocalist Van Halen had for a little bit. He was only in like one album in the 90s, I think. I think he was in a band called Extreme. Gary Sharon, that's who it is. Okay. That's what I thought. And that's actually the only Van Halen album I don't own. Gary Sharon, I do like that album, but I kind of like it as an Eddie Van Halen solo album featuring Gary. Yeah, that's fair enough. Yeah, definitely definitely not one of their best though. Same with their last album, A Different Kind of Truth. I'm not really a fan of that album. I mean, it's decent, but I don't know. I just think that the band could close out their career with something better, you know? Gary was in, oh yeah, Gary was in Extreme, but he was in Van Halen 3. My goodness, what a bad album, yeah. Like a Storm covered Man in a Box by Alice in Chains recently. Yeah, I know I've heard you mention Like a Storm before. Never really checked them out. It's just like how I look at 13. It's not a Black Sabbath album. It's Ozzy solo featuring Black Sabbath. That's an interesting way to look at it. I will say that I do like that album more than A Different Kind of Truth, though. I think it's slightly better. Loner is a really good song on that album, though. I think I've heard someone say, I think it was actually an acquaintance or a YouTube friend of mine, another YouTuber who's also a friend of mine, who even said that something along the lines of Loner sounds like some sort of remake or reboot of NIB from their debut. I can see it, especially when you listen to those riffs. Yeah, I've heard good things about Gojira Scamp. I'm telling you, they're a fantastic band. I'll check them out. All right, I'll eventually check them out. It's mainly because it sounds to me more like an Ozzy solo album. Doesn't sound like Black Sabbath to me. Yeah, that's fair. I never liked Van Halen 3 album with Sharon on vocals. Yeah, me either. I know a lot of people don't like the Balance album. No, that album I think is kind of it's kind of in an interesting spot. I've noticed when it comes to the Van Halen fan base. Like it does get a lot of mixed reviews. I know that there's people that love it, that think it's the best of the Sammy stuff, but then there's people that say that it's not that great and it's one of their absolute worst albums. But for me, I think it's pretty good. It's not that bad. If Rise was here, he would have wanted to be a front of Van Halen after Gary's time. It wouldn't surprise me. Hey, RJ, welcome to the stream. Balance is a solid Van Halen album. Yeah, it's not bad. I think that album is probably the darkest album of their career, like sound wise. What's up, Zach? Is that actually Tony? What's up, man? If that's actually you. Um, you just made an account? Okay. Well, if you're actually Tony, I might have to ask you a few security questions just in case. Originally, Van Halen for Van Halen 3 was looking back at Sebastian Jordan, Steve Perry. Okay. Do you like Midwest emo? No, not really. Oh, Prison Meddler is streaming? That's funny. Yeah, you just made an account. Okay. You made a channel so you can do drum covers. Okay. Well, hopefully that's actually you. Oh, no, I'm not really into that, RJ. Hey, whatever happened to Jamie Horsley? I don't know if you guys know who that is, but I haven't talked to him in a long time. I don't know. I'm kind of getting the sense of like the cold shoulder or something like that. I don't know. I mean, I'm cool with him. But yeah, it's been a while since what you call it? Since I ever spoken to him. Same with Tony too. I haven't talked to him in a couple of years. Yeah, he's the Australian. Yeah, that's him. I don't know, man. I kind of get this sense that he tried to convert me into one of them, you know, like one of those extreme underground metalheads, and I think once he saw that like I wasn't interested, you know, like that was something that was probably not going to happen. You know, he pretty much just gave up, you know. But I mean, so what, you know? You know, so what if black metal is not for me, you know? So what if I like bands that a lot of metalheads already know about? You know? Like, what's the big deal? Now, of course, I could be wrong about that, you know. You know, I could be wrong about a lot of that, but we'll see. Do you like the band Possessed? I haven't really listened to much of them. Maybe like a few snippets here and there, but never really sat down and listened to them. Oh, you're back. Hey, welcome back, Max. Does Jamie even post anymore? I think he does, but just not as much. I will say this though. I do have a feeling that Jamie just doesn't have a lot of time on his hands. And that could be one of the reasons, because he also used to stream often as well. I don't know. There's just something weird about all this, because like I remember for a while he never told me what Quest for Metal's real name was as well. Like I don't know. There's just something so weird about all this. Like why is Quest for Metal's name a secret? Now I understand if it's just for personal reasons or whatever, but because I do know that some YouTubers do that, but I mean it's not like I'm gonna run with it, I will say I get a lot of girls. Okay, I don't think that's the right Tony. That's an awesome green screen. Thank you. Yes. This is a magical thing right here. This is where I've been filming the new series. It's a lot of work, for sure. Plus, I do have ideas for the next series. Already. Going to eat dinner now, so MJ is not here tomorrow, right? Perhaps Rachel can be a mod too. Yeah, I can make Rachel a mod. Let's see if I can promote to mod. Yes. And I accidentally timed out. Okay. But when she comes back, she should be able to be a moderator. Hopefully. Call that you're recording in the studio. Can't wait for the next series. Thank you, Kyle Keith. Welcome. What will it take for me to be a mod, Zach? Good luck with that. I'm sorry, Joshua, but I have trust issues, man. Yeah, I did accidentally time out Rachel. Yeah, it says it was timed out by Zach. Yeah, but when she comes back, she should be able to be a moderator. And if not, I can always make her one. I'm looking for features for my new album. Anyone want to play an instrument or like to sing? I don't do any of that, Max, sorry. I think you... Oh, yeah. I understand, but I want to be better at trust issues. Yeah. Well, I would just say keep working on it, Joshua. I'm sure Rachel... Yeah, for sure. Recently got a rare compilation CD in the mail called It's 17 Tracks Super Obscure Bands from Chester. Okay, that's interesting. Gotcha, okay. One thing I am looking forward to, though, is the next Demon Hunter single. Which I would guess would come out in August. But yeah, just to let you know, Rachel's timeout should be up soon. Because when you time out, it times you out for like 300 seconds or something like that. Which is what? Like, that's like a few minutes, huh? But yeah, the new Demon Hunter song, if there is one, that's going to be really weird if there's not another single from them because we still have August to go through. And I don't know if we can go through August without another new Demon Hunter track, you know? I am expecting it though. I mean, I'm like 99.9% sure we're going to get a new Demon Hunter single in August. It'd be really weird if they didn't put one out then. We actually got two singles this month, which is really weird and kind of unusual. Because usually what bands like to do is they like to release a single like each month before the album releases. So that's how I kind of put that together. But when Defense Mechanism came out, I was not expecting that at all. I mean, it'd be more believable if it came out in August, but that didn't happen. New Disturbed. Yeah, I'll leave Disturbed to you, Max. I'll stick to Demon Hunter. I did not know that Max made music. Yeah, he does. That's cool. Right. Okay, you was timed out. Thoughts on punk, hardcore, grindcore? Not really into it. Oh, 300 seconds is 5 minutes. Okay. But yeah, I promoted her to moderator. Milk or water? Definitely water. I'm not. I don't like milk. Rach, I promote. Oh, good God. Yeah. But yeah, September is when the new Demon Hunter album actually comes out, though. There's probably not going to be a single then. It's probably just going to be the whole album release then. So, which is fine, you know. I actually said before that I do hope that the next Demon Hunter single will either be Master or Praise the Void. I really hope it's Praise the Void because I love the resurrected version. And I want to hear the studio version. Release it as a single. Like it's like hopefully that's the single that we get in August. Hello Kyle Keith, how's it going? I want to learn to play guitar and drums. Makes cool music, yeah. Sorry I'm late. I had to beat a lady with a stick. Oh, that's a good one, MJ. I don't know how I didn't come up with that one yet. That's funny. Are you familiar with the band At the Drive-In? They are a cool blend of alt, rock, prog, hardcore. No, I haven't heard of them. I hope we get new Godsmack this year. Yeah. I'll probably pass on it. So glad you're here. I need to go to dinner soon. And there's been a few. Here, you can take my place timing them out. Yeah, he can. But yeah, Rachel should be able to comment now since it probably has been 5 minutes. You're having some pizza? That's cool. I had some earlier actually. Hey, there's gonna be a new Tool album in 20 years. Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me. 3 Days Grace should retire. I'd be okay with that. Not gonna lie. I mean, if 3 Days Grace were to never release another album again, I'd probably sleep okay. I mean, I like 3 Days Grace, but I mean, I don't like them enough to say that, oh, I want more, or they're one of my favorite bands, or whatever. Oh, maybe I don't want to comment, yeah. And it looks like she's a moderator now, too. Tool is one of those bands that fans make overrated. I totally agree with you. Um, but yeah. Explosions wouldn't be a good album to close your career on, yeah. That is true, MJ. I'll take it personally, simple mistakes. Now you can have fun blocking people, yeah, for sure. I hope we get a new Red album soon. Declaration did not hold up very well. I definitely agree. Yeah, I think Red is also making a new album as well. Probably will be a 2023 release if I had to guess. Maybe like early in the year or something like that. Because they've been working on one for a little while now, huh? Since 7th grade, yeah, that's right. I listened to, I don't know why I almost said Fear Factory. The X Factor yesterday. It's not as bad as I thought. Yeah, it's really not. I do think it is the better of the Blaze Bayley albums. You know, the better of the two. I also learned how to play One by Metallica on the keyboard piano, just the main chords. Yeah, I can see it. Yeah, that's cool, Kyle. I think Zach is dropping a new album, yeah. How'd you know? Once everything's over with everything that's going on, we need a new Iced Earth album. Yeah, yeah, I can maybe agree. I mean, I haven't listened to them, but yeah. Here comes Rise with his obsession. Oh yeah. I think it would be cool if Red did a covers album. No, Max. No. I don't want Red to do a covers album, alright? I mean, if it's heavy stuff, sure, but if it's more of what we heard, because I do know that you do like that Hemorrhage cover, and I honestly dislike it a lot, actually. I think it's maybe a contender for being their worst song. I'm just going to go ahead and say it. I think it's crap, to be honest. Michael's vocals on it are not that great. That's I think that's maybe my biggest complaint with it, and that's saying something because I do like his vocals, but not on that song. I think he sounds like crap. You still prefer Virtual 11 when it comes to Blaze? It's still not bad, yeah. Because kind of in trouble right now. Oh, yeah, I think I do remember hearing about that um Junebug. That one of the members of Iced Earth were, yeah, it's interesting to see what comes from that. If Red covered a Metallica song, that would be interesting. Yeah, that would be interesting. It'd be so hard to imagine though. Like, I can maybe see Red covering maybe like one, maybe. That'd be cool. No way, yeah. Does anyone know how to do stop motion films? I'll have some fun with my car collection just for fun. Yeah, all you would do is, okay, so say say you're making claymation, right? All you would do is place whatever it is that you want to film in a steady frame, and then just keep moving it. But make sure your hand is off screen when you do it so it actually seems like it's moving. And then when you go to edit it, you just edit those parts out and make it flow well. The parts where, you know, you're moving it. I mean, I can help you with that stuff if you want, Kyle. I mean, I don't have much experience in stop motions, but I mean, I could definitely do it though. Uh, what band is worse, Stained or Three Doors Down? I don't really like either of them, but I'll go with Three Doors Down. Because that one song from Stained, I think is okay. Crap, what was it called? It's Alright or something? No, that's not it. Oh, It's Been a While. That's what it's called. New Breaking Benjamin 2023. Maybe I'm just predicting it. Well, honestly, it'd be ridiculous if Breaking Benjamin didn't release an album in 2023. I mean, yeah, I was expecting one this year, not gonna lie, but yeah, 2023 is definitely looking more like it. You have some nostalgia for Stained, even though their frontman is crazy. Probably Three Doors Down. Because they're more bland, yeah, maybe. Michael Barnes, John Cooper. Enter Sandman cover once, huh? Three Doors Down and Stained, I think, are good bands. Oh, okay. It's been a while, yeah, that's what it's called. Stained has a few songs I like, and that's about it. I think that's pretty lame, yeah, for sure. I need to do a part 2 of bands that I only like one song from. And I think I did mention Stained in my first video. I like one Nickelback song, which is Hero from Spider-Man soundtrack. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I did like that song when I was younger. And it's still technically not bad. But I could never listen to Nickelback's full discography, though. I like a few Three Doors Down songs, but that's about it. I like Stain more, but that's the nostalgia talking. Fair enough. Yeah, yeah, that's cool. What if we get a new Red album in February again? I'd be okay with that. I mean, I do know that Red used to go with February releases. In fact, that is something that I did notice um, every time bands go independent, because notice how Demon Hunter is doing the same thing. Like they didn't release an album in March. Like they're actually releasing it later in the year this time. I think I think a lot of bands rely on their record labels for, specific release dates. Like maybe Demon Hunter relied on Solid State with those March releases. Look at this graph. I'm ashamed to say it because it's 2022, not 2008. But at one point I went through a Hollywood Undead phase, yeah. Hey man, we all have our phases. There was a time where Coldplay used to be my favorite band, so don't feel bad. I mean, they're probably not as bad as Hollywood Undead, but still. And you know what? I still do like some Coldplay songs. I'm not gonna lie. Speed of Sound is definitely one of my favorite Coldplay songs, though. I still like that song to this day, actually. Stuff a self-titled album from 2002. Best new metal albums ever made. It's because the market months dependent releases versus summers and fall and spring. Interesting. I don't know if it's that way with music though. I know the gaming world is like as well. Like I do know that like all of the big video games come out in like October and November. You used to like Big Time Rush. I mean, my favorite band is Pink Floyd, and people are surprised when I close second. Joanne Jett and the Blackhearts. Okay. No Lullaby Down is an album Zach should check out. Yeah, we were just talking about Down earlier and how they had members of Pantera. He likes Coldplay and Pink Floyd and Radiohead. That's cool. Now, Coldplay, I think, is a band that has gone downhill as well. I remember when they were on hiatus, like in 2016 or something like that. At that point, I complained that their later stuff was way too poppy. But now their later stuff, I don't know if I would make those same complaints. I think the complaint with their new stuff now is that it's just boring. I think their last good album, or decent album anyways, was Ghost Stories. Not that Ghost Stories was all that great, though. Like, there's a few tracks that are skippable, I think, on that one. But, it's got some stuff that I like. Can never get into Coldplay. And now you hate them because they're constantly played at Goodwill. Yeah. Well, you know what? Whenever I worked at Goodwill, they played them a lot too, especially that Adventure of a Lifetime song, which I'm not into that song whatsoever. But I remember they played the heck out of that song when I worked there. Like, it's funny because like that Train song I was telling you about a few streams ago, that Hey Soul Sister song, like I never even thought thought I hated that song until it started playing a lot. I'm like, yeah, this song is annoying, and I never want to hear it again. Has anybody heard of Downplay? I have heard that one album and samples of it. I thought Save Me wasn't that bad. Haven't checked it out. Yeah, Train, yeah. They should just rename their band Train That's Going Off a Cliff. Hey Zach, I recently found you while I've been on my huge Demon Hunter kick. Well, hello there, Christian Metalhead. Welcome. I'm glad you found the channel. That's good. Bro, Train is awful. Yeah, they are. Train wreck, yeah. That's a suitable name. Thoughts on cassettes? I don't have a problem if people collect them, but I just personally don't collect them. You always thought that Train song was about. I'm not even sure what it's about. Yeah. Not even sure what to say about it. You remember when Zach used to collect vinyl? Yep. And it's hard to believe that a couple of years ago I actually made a video stating why I stopped collecting vinyl. And I still haven't picked up a vinyl even to this day. Like, I don't know what happened, to be honest. I don't know why I stopped collecting vinyl. I don't know, man. It's so weird because, like, that was, like, back in 2018. Like, I had, like, such a different mindset then. Like, I was kind of in a better place as well, which is weird. Like, not sure what it was about back then, but I mean, I was doing YouTube at the time as well, so yeah. Thoughts on Zach? Thoughts on Zach D Productions? That guy's terrible. Uh, anything by B? What? I have only been to one Goodwill and once in my lifetime I know of. I don't remember any music playing. Got some CDs there plus car when I was there. Interesting. I like Limp Bizkit grabs popcorn. Oh boy. Writes the most lyrics. Not. I like records. It's kind of fun listening to them. Yeah, I do know that Fabio posts a lot about his records that he plays, like, and that is cool and stuff. It is. Um, it's just not something that I personally do. Kyle got a car at Goodwill. Yeah. Zach loves Flyleaf. Sure, I do. Flyleaf is a good band. But yeah, do you like real emo? I'm not really into emo music. Rush probably has the best lyrics. Yeah, maybe. Maybe. That's cool that you like Rush as well, Christian Metalhead. it's not every day you meet someone who's a Demon Hunter fan, but also a Rush fan. Because most Demon Hunter fans usually like to stick with their own genre. Like, they usually like to only listen to metalcore and basically just that similar music, and they're also not into that many bands. You'll have to go back and watch my video on bands that I like that I think have silly fan bases or whatever that's called. Your favorite band is Dream Theater. That's a solid pick for a favorite. Yeah, they're probably one of my favorite bands as well. What's your favorite Dream Theater album? Fabio once said he's still. Oh, is this? He's gonna do. Um, Letter Adventure, really? Oh gosh, that's interesting. Yeah, I do remember Fabio doing Van Halen videos. I think I saw a review of his, if I'm not mistaken. He doesn't really do many music reviews, does he? You'll do that for sure. Do what? Oh, check out that video. Yeah. Okay. Sorry. Had to think about what you were responding to there. I'm more of a CD guy, but have a few vinyl records, including Before the Turntable, which I recently got for Christmas last year. That's cool. 6 Degrees of Inner Turbulence. That's neat. Yeah, that is one of their best, I would say. My favorite, honestly, bounces back and forth between Awake and Images and Words. I might say Awake only because I've played the heck out of Images and Words enough times, so yeah. You could maybe make the argument that Images and Words is an overplayed album in the progressive metal movement. But it's always going to be a classic and a great album for sure. And probably always will be one of their best. That's because we tried the chat one time. Fabio's favorite game of all time. Oh, okay. Fabio is a cool, nice guy. Yeah, he's pretty savage too, actually. Especially when he says "wah." Junebug knows what I'm talking about. Whoever Fabio is. Fabio is the Italian stallion. He mostly does streams and stuff. He does a lot of movie reviews and things like that. I have a few records. I don't have them. They're in my because of circumstances. I understand. Images and Words is so good. It deserves to be overplayed. My goodness, and Awake doesn't even get the love it deserves. I can probably agree. I could probably agree with that. When I was in MJ's stream, classic Godsmack song. Oh, okay. I'm not even sure if I told you once, but I've gotten into Yes at least one song over a Lonely Heart. It's a classic rock radio station plays the crap out of it. Well, I would not say that you got into a band just because you like one song from them. I don't know. That whole thing is kind of subjective, I think. Like, what really determines on whether or not you got into a band. I don't know what you guys think. I think for me it would be maybe listen to a whole album or two, maybe. I don't know. Maybe something like that. I don't know. But that's cool that you do like that song. Would you collect Marvel action figures mainly to collect? I used to when I was younger, actually. And I know that there's some guys that still do, and I think that's cool. It's cool as a hobby and stuff. But I don't know. Zach loves Godsmack. Did you ever check out the albums on Bryce Talks Metals list? Um. Oh, you mean when we did that collab video? Yeah, I don't remember. I know I've heard a good bit of them, though. For me, I like more than 5 albums in a band, and they're considered my favorites. Well, it also depends on how many albums the band has. Like, what if we're talking about Tool here, who only has 5 albums, you know? I don't know if you know them, but I'd recommend listening to Camelot and whenever you get the chance. All right, well, thank you for that, Christian Metalhead. Best one album bands. That's a good question, actually. I actually thought about doing a video like that. I would actually have to go with Emerson, Lake and Powell. The one album where they didn't have Carl Palmer. Where the band was just called Emerson, Lake and Powell, and they only released one album. Yeah, probably that one. Maybe Knives too. Ryan Clark's side project. I know that Max Cavalera also did one album with one project or whatever. I haven't really listened to that yet, but I'd like to though. Yeah, I'm not really too familiar with bands who only released one album, but those are a few that come to mind. I'd probably go with Emerson, Lake and Powell for now. Then kind of find an average between 5 and how many albums they have. Yeah. If I have 15 or 20 songs on my list of a band, they are one of my favorites. Okay, interesting. Keith Emerson actually did the soundtrack for Godzilla Final War. That's cool. Never knew that. Coincidentally, only has one album. The rest of their catalog are EPs. Yeah. What up? Hey, what's up, Prison Metaler? I actually heard that you were streaming. Oh yeah, Spirit Box. I know that Spirit Box only has one album right now. And they're working on another one, aren't they? Or they're releasing another one, right? I did listen to the album, and I think it's okay at best. That's an album I do need to revisit again, because I really do want to give them a chance. I really do, you know? Maybe I just wasn't in the right mindset then. I don't know. Because I think the last time I have listened to that album was like November of last year or something. Mammoth was working on a new album. Hopefully somebody would tell him to be a stronger vocalist. Yeah. Yeah, I stream every Tuesdays, but I ended it. It's a shorter stream, by the way. Yeah. Okay. What are your thoughts on what you've heard from the upcoming Demon Hunter album, Exile? Oh, I've liked all the singles so far. I was talking about how we're probably going to get another single in August, and I predicted that the next single would either be Master or Praise the Void, and I'm really hoping it's going to be Praise the Void because, well, I love the resurrected version, so I'm pretty eager to hear the studio version. And I was also saying how it would be absurd if we didn't get anything from Demon Hunter in August. Praise the Void is a beautiful song. It is, for sure. It might even be one of my favorite Demon Hunter songs. I have thought about doing a top 10 or top 15 favorite Demon Hunter songs list, actually, if I haven't done that already, but who knows? It's probably changed so many times at this point, so. But yeah, Praise the Void would probably be one of my favorites. Took me a while to get into Freedom is Dead, but now I really enjoy it. Yeah, I've always enjoyed it. It's actually really hard to say which of the singles I think is the best. I actually might say Silence the World, only because, well, when it comes to me, I do prefer Demon Hunter's more melodic stuff. I do like their heavy stuff for sure, but I've always been more in favor to their more melodic stuff. And I also really dig how different that song is as well. Oh, you made your list today, actually? That's cool. Yeah, they're melodic masters. Yeah, I mean, if you love melody and metal and you're not into Demon Hunter, I mean, what are you doing? Like, I think they're pretty much pros at it. Chester Bennington's solo band, Great Days, is releasing a new album. Yeah, I think I did hear about that. That's another band I need to check out as well. Has anybody heard of the band Embers and Ashes? The only song I like from them is The Change. Still one of my favorite songs on that playlist I have. I have never listened to them, Kyle. Oh, you agree, yeah. For sure. I just hope that they don't pull a Breaking Benjamin or Red where they release like 5 singles. Because I will say that I'm very surprised that we already got 2 singles this month. We've gotten 3 singles so far, and we're at the end of July, so. I mean, 4 singles is reasonable. It is. But I do hope that they don't go any further than that. That's what I'm really hoping. I would rather they hold back and only release 3 singles at the most. Well, they usually do. Usually what bands like to do is release 1 single each month before the album releases. But we still have August to go through, so I'm like 99.9% sure that we're going to get a new single in August. Demon Hunter, the 5-Finger Death Punch version of As I Lay Dying. What? That's an interesting way to describe them. Oh, man. 5-Finger Death Punch comes nowhere near Demon Hunter, though. That reminds me, I need to make my list for Demon Hunter for this year now with the Christian metal band. Yeah, I'd be interested in seeing your list, Max. I'd be curious about that one. If you don't want them to release 5 singles or so, you shouldn't listen to any of them past maybe the first 2 or 3. Yeah, but man, the temptation would be off the charts. Like, if they release 5 singles, I'm not gonna lie, I probably wouldn't have any self-control to hold myself back from listening to them. Plus, I am, at this point, kind of seen as the Demon Hunter channel, so I do have to basically talk about anything they come out with. Our HK Metalhead actually used to be the Demon Hunter guy. Well, it's kind of before he took a downfall. Just my personal opinion. Thought I'd point that out. But now I'm considered the Demon Hunter guy. Wally from Leave It to Beaver passed away today. I'm not sure if I know who that is, but may he R.I.P. There's the album experience, trust me. Yeah, I mean, I believe that. I do think I did hold myself back from the last single from Red. Um, I remember I only listened to the first 4 singles to that album. With Red, it's a little easier for me to do because I don't know. I think because their more recent stuff hasn't been doing it for me. And it's kind of one of those cases where it's like you already know what to expect. And I think that's one of the reasons why I do like Demon Hunter so much is you never know what to expect with them. I need to check out Demon Hunter. Yeah, you should. I would recommend starting off with the Triptych. I still think the Triptych is their best to this day. My top 3 would probably be the Triptych, True Defiance, and Extremist. Extremist might be an unpopular one, but yeah. It was one of my first Demon Hunter albums as well, so there is that. I don't listen to more than 2 singles from an album that's coming out, even with bands. Among my favorites, like Deftones, for example. Oh, yeah. I think it'd be cool if we got a new Deftones album soon as well. Like, maybe they'll come out with something in 2023 as well. But we'll see. Triptych is a good beginner album. Storm and World are my favorites, though. Really? That is interesting. I do like those albums, too, actually. I mean, I like almost everything from Demon Hunter. You could make the argument they've never released a bad album. The only ones that I would really make an exception for that I would say are not as great are Outlive and Peace. I think those albums are easily their worst. You know what a lot of bands need? Better music videos now? I can maybe agree. Red should, out of the Evening AEP on Declaration, Deluxe Edition. See, they also did this with their last album. Yeah, I thought that Red was going to release a deluxe edition to Declaration, but that never happened. The stream is lagging again. CD I got recently came from, catalog or catalog from 2001. Really, released bad albums, everything from 2017 to 2019. Yeah, the album War I thought was okay though. I wouldn't say it's great, but it's okay. I do think it's better than Outlive and Peace, but it's still not as good as their 2000s material and some of the stuff that came after. You actually have Outlive as your 4th favorite, believe it or not. That is interesting. I mean, I respect your opinion, but it's definitely not one of my favorites. There is some decent stuff on there though. Like I think Patience is a good song. Do you think the catalog still works? If it's from 01, probably not. You're still trying to find one? Okay. But yeah, I might close off the stream here pretty soon. Getting pretty close to the 2-hour mark. But yeah, I just hope that this new Demon Hunter album, like, it won't be in a similar position than in War and Peace and Outlive, where like I listened to them for the first few months, and then after that I just kind of leave it behind. That's how it's kind of been with me for the last few albums, but I do have a good feeling about this one though. I mean, I still do return to some stuff from War and Peace. Like I think Recuse Myself is, I think it's still one of their best songs, and I think it will be even, probably even after this new album. I still will probably stand by my statement. I feel like I return to many Outlive songs like Patience, Like the Odds, Raining Down, Cold Blood, Died in My Sleep. Yeah. Yeah, those are pretty good. Um, 24-hour stream. Yeah, not happening. Spotify, since I switched to Spotify from Pandora. Recuse Myself is great. Lesser Gods is one of my favorites. Yeah, that's one of my favorites from the War album. I like when Demon Hunter does different stuff like that. Like when they experiment more. It's funny because it's like the songs where Demon Hunter does stuff different on each of those albums are really the only songs that still hold up for me. Like the more average kind of stuff, like No Place for You Here, I don't really return to as much. But it's not bad though. Do you agree with people when they say they think I don't know who James is? Yeah, I'm not sure if I know who that is. You might have to remind me. Oh, the Angry Video Game Nerd. I've actually never seen any of his material. I get what you're saying. I thought I Play Dead was so different back in the day. It's my favorite off Summer of Darkness. Yeah, I Play Dead is actually one of my favorite Demon Hunter songs. And I think for the time, it was pretty different. And again, that's what I always like about them. Like, they're always doing stuff different. It's like one of those, they're kind of like Trivium in that sense, I think, like where every album is kind of unique from one another. And I have always thought that Demon Hunter and Trivium do have a lot in common. And ironically, those are my two favorite metalcore bands. You might like Only One in the World and Joke. Okay. Zach likes avocado. Oh gosh. Yeah, you found out my secret. Oh boy. But yeah, Christian Metalhead, I don't know how you feel about Trivium, but Trivium is a very good band as well. Now, they're a band that I say has never released a bad album. Um, Ember to Inferno and Silence in the Snow, I do think are their two worst, but they're still good, you know? And I know that some people hate Silence in the Snow because it's more on the melodic side of things, but I don't think the reason it's one of their worst is solely based on the fact that it is more on the melodic side. Although that might be partially the reason. The album is just kind of bland compared to, some of the other stuff they've done. Marilyn Manson video reached over 100 views. That's cool. I hope that Demon Hunter steps it up, though. I personally thought their last good album was towards the top. was Extremist. Yeah, I would agree with that. Extremist, I do think, was their last really solid album, and I do think it's one of their best. Vengeance Falls is my least favorite Trivium album. That is one of my least favorites as well. I mean, I probably do like it more than Silence, but I definitely see where you're coming from. Trivium is good. I have a list for them as well. In Waves is currently my favorite. Really? Yeah, In Waves is pretty good. I mean, it's not one of my favorites, but I do like it, though. My top three would probably be Shogun, The Sin and the Sentence, and, believe it or not, their latest one, In the Court of the Dragon. I know some people would have Ascendancy in the top three, but that would probably be number 4 for me. I don't know. It would be really tough to do a Trivium ranking nowadays. Silence in the Snow is my least favorite. I still like it. Yeah, same here. Yeah, I still like it too, even though it's one of their weakest. Sin in the Sentence was really good. Ascendancy is my second. That's neat. Yeah, the song that got me into Trivium was actually Ember to Inferno, which is the title track to their debut. My top three: In the Court of the Dragon, Sin in the Sentence. That's cool. I think that In the Court of the Dragon sounds a bit too similar to Trivium's past 2 albums. I can see where you're coming from with that. I mean, the last 2 Trivium albums, you could just say that they're more of the same of what we got from The Sin and the Sentence, but I do think that In the Court of the Dragon is a step up from what the Dead Men Say. And I think a lot of people forgot about what the Dead Men Say ever since In the Court of the Dragon came out. And I still think it's a good album, you know, talking about what the Dead Men Say. But In the Court of the Dragon is definitely an improvement, I would say. My top 20 Breaking Benjamin songs video from a year ago is only 36 views. You thought, yeah. You would think too, because Breaking Benjamin videos, at least for me, do get a lot of views. They're a popular band. What was that Trivium album that sounded thrash, like similar to Metallica? Oh, you're thinking of The Crusade, right? I have Crusade at the very bottom. Sounds, yeah, it does sound like Metallica, but that's not a bad thing, you know? I mean, it's one of those cases where I think, like, oh, like, if I wanted to listen to Metallica, I would just go listen to Metallica, not Trivium, you know? So I do understand where the complaints are coming from. I mean, Crusade is not one of my favorites, but I do like it though. What the Dead Men Say sounds like leftovers from The Sin in the Sentence. It kind of does. I can see where you're coming from. Well, like I said, I'm getting pretty close to 2 hours, so I think I probably will end it here. So, if you guys have any last things to say, now would be the time. Many people really hate the Crusade because it sounds like a Metallica ripoff. Yeah, that's true. See you later. All right, Prison Meddler. Gonna head out. Zach. Great talking to you. Hope to do it again sometime. Yeah, you will. You know, I do stream kind of often. You know, not every day or anything, but just a little often. You know. But yeah, I might consider doing that Demon Hunter song list video as well. We'll have to see. I might wait until Exile comes out to do that, though. I'm going to listen to some Demon Hunter after the stream. That is very awesome, Max. Definitely give them a lot of recognition, because I do think that they're underrated. I actually do prefer What the Dead Men Say over In the Court of the Dragon, now that I think about it. They're both not... They're, yeah, I mean, I don't really agree with that, but that's alright. See you next time, Zach. Alright, Max, see ya. Looking forward to it, man. I'll post my listen to somewhere when you do. Awesome. Great to hear. Even if I did do a Demon Hunter song list video before, I'll just redo it and maybe just delete the other one or whatever. Or maybe do an updated one. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But anyways, thank you all for joining. Have a good night. Take care.